and snap. There we go. Finally got the hang of that one. Hello again everyone and welcome to some Last Epoch. Now, I made a bit of a discovery recently that I feel like it needs to be shared, it needs to be spread, and it's not talked about nearly enough. I know, maybe it's just me, but how do I put this? You know what, I'll just start with the tweet that I made when I first made this discovery. Well, the post, the skit, whatever you want to call it, over on Blue Sky. So just give me a second. Should be this one. So, we have this post here. Okay, we need to talk. Everyone, including myself, has talked about how good Last Epoch's loot filter is. Also, hello there, Striker Eve. Welcome. Hope you will enjoy your time here. What no one told me until today, goddamn typos. I need to stop being so impulsive when it comes to sending messages. What nobody told me until today is that we got a stash filter, not a search. I will be showing everyone what I mean by this, and then you will realize how fantastic of a thing it is. Because my god, my mind was like, is it okay to have this? Is it possible? Is it okay to have this level of quality of life in a game about loot? That's how flabbergasted I was, for lack of a better word. I was just floored. And yeah, you have any idea how much time this saves? You're about to see. So, let me just close this off. Yes, Last Epoch spoils us with quality of life. I agree there 1,000,000,000%. Let me see if I can do this and this. Okay. First off, I will show my offline account because I already did the thing that I'm talking about, so I can show it off. Then I'll show how to set it up on the seasonal online thing. We only hope they set the standards for other games with Path of Exile 2, Halo, and oh, 55 minutes. Praying they took notes. Yes, I'm also hoping for that because, on one hand, Path of Exile, I struggle to say it's a bad game. It has so many good things. That little bit, there is a very tiny little bit that I do not like about it. And it has to do with the stash and the inventory and a lot of quality of life things. Last Epoch, however, nails them. So even though I would argue that in the super end game, from what I've seen at least, in the super end game, I would argue that Path of Exile 1 is a better game. Everything except that, Last Epoch just clears it. It wipes the floor with it, and I'm not even putting Diablo in the ring with these two. Putting Diablo in the ring with these two is like putting a toddler against Godzilla and One Punch Man. One of those is not like the other, and it's the toddler, aka Diablo. Which is sad, because Diablo kind of started and made these types of games popular. Yeah, let me just swap over to the thing. Oh, it doesn't capture it, okay. Let me see. Yeah, the audiences are also quite a bit different, there is that as well, that's true. But I argue that if a bit more quality of life was added to either one or in certain points, or either more content, Diablo needs more of both, then you would have a lot of crossover between the audiences of the three games. And several others, because there are many other games like this. There's Grim Dawn, which is also getting an expansion sometime, at some point. I've seen teasers of it, it looks interesting. I have been playing through it on my own. there are interesting points, I will give it that. Then there's, what's the name? There's Titan Quest, which apparently there's gonna be a new one. Kind of excited for that one if they can improve. You want to believe that quality of life was is possible to add to PoE 1, but their focus has been on PoE 2. That's also true, and I feel like they here's a take that I hate that I have. I feel like they don't have to improve PoE 1 that much. As much as it pains me to say it, I feel like they don't have to do it, and the reason is because they already have their audience. They've actually been backporting changes to PoE 1 already. Oh! Okay. I'll admit, I haven't been keeping quite a close eye on the PoE situation. I plan to keep a close eye once PoE 2 releases. But yeah, it is a very niche game for a very specific audience. But in that very specific niche, like, again, the end game, at the very end of the end game, PoE 1 is absolutely stellar. Me and everyone else, welcome. You welcome any new players. I see. Again, I have played a little bit, but it didn't manage to catch me. And I've mentioned before, part of it is the stashes. Because, let me just swap over, because I keep saying that I'm going to swap over. Wait, did I swap over? Hold on. I'm still getting used to a few interface changes that I've done. Yeah, I've swapped. Okay. So, we will go into play offline. And if I'm not mistaken, over here should be my offline characters. And I'm going to show you the stash I have. Mind you, this is somewhat accumulated from several cycles so far. I want you to observe this. General has just some general items that I can use for leveling and whatnot. Then we have idols. I do have to order them around a little bit, because I forgot to do that, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Over here should be tire 6 plus 7. There we go. I could move the set items to somewhere else as well, now that I think about it. Should I move them to general? I could also give them their own thing. Hold on. Set. Now, where are you? Over here. We'll move you to set. Done. Nicely arranged. However, that's not where the brilliance is. And if you've paid attention, you might have noticed the top priority. Let me show you what this thing does. So I'll just take a few things here. I'll have to arrange these as well, just a little bit. There we go. And let's take some uniques as well, why not? So, I'm going to go to general. You see, this is full. Simple and customizable with priority system is great. Yes. But here's the thing. The priority system, what I didn't realize, because I haven't used it until today. No one told me this was even a thing. This is my first time seeing such a thing, and I don't think I can go back to a game that doesn't have it. Watch this. It automatically sorted the items where they should be based on the thing. I didn't even have to check, it just put them where they fit. Why in the name of everything holy and unholy did no one tell me about this? This is so much better. And this took me minutes, not hours, minutes to set up and sort from the absolute mess that I had before. Like, look at this. All the items in one place. All the purple rarity, the exalted items, one place. All the uniques, one place. Let's exit the game. Go back over to our online character. And I'll do the same. And I'll show you how to unmess up the inventory as well while at it. Because I probably have to do that. It's not that far gone as my offline stash. But my god, there were things not exactly in order over there. But yeah, so much quality of life. It's so easy to set up. Like, I didn't need a guide for this. I just looked at it for like 5 seconds and I was like, what does this do? I click it. I select the thing. I mess with the items for like 3 clicks. I understood the entire system. And it works so well. Like, it's not often that I'm just in pure awe from something that's so simple. But I don't think I can go back to a game that doesn't have this. Because you've seen how many items I have. I like collecting items. The name of the game is loot. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would change the name from Diablo-like or whatever action RPG or however you want to call it. I would change it to just loot. The name of the game is loot, or at least the genre is loot, and you cannot tell me otherwise. It is a loot-based RPG. There we go, loot-based RPG. That's exactly what this is. Also, since you seem to be a fellow Last Epoch player, may I ask what is your favorite class to play? Because for me it's no secret, it's the Acolyte. Although I will say, the Mage is a close second. So, step 1. I'm pretty sure the color was already set, but okay. Rarity, unique. Boom. Now I'll just have to take all of these that are not uniques from here. Which is actually not a lot. I've already done this manually for the longest time. Priority, unique. Done. Tap priority, unique. Completed. Now for the idols. Type idols. God, how did I live without this? I'm tempted to make a brand new character, make it be solo self-found, use the challenge, just so I can see how much of a difference it makes in a brand new cycle. But I feel like the new cycle isn't that far off at this point, so I might as well just wait. There we go. Hold on. Good. Priority idols. This is going to be exalted. Again, exalted. The fact that I also only have to do this once per tab whenever I make a new tab, and then it's done. It's there. It works. I can even change it to a different type of tab if by some miracle I need more of a different type of tab. It's such a nice system. I'll leave this for now. Actually, I think I could do with another unique tab. So +1. U4. And done. It feels like a giant weight has just lifted off my shoulders. Like I spent so much time going to, and you don't notice it, the time that you lose going to all of the tabs looking for a space or for a specific item. No, here you have the search function, which can work either off of names or off of stats. You have so many good things in this game. So many good things. Let's try the Black Sun, shall we? Because I'm still very much so trying to unlock the empowered monoliths. And I'm also trying to find an item that will really bolster my build to the next tier of power, because currently I have a lot of items that don't really work. Like I want to get the second eye, the shield for this set, among other things. I want to get a better helmet. And there are a few Necromancer helmets that are pretty damn good. There's also a pair of gloves that I want to get that really helps with minions, if I remember right. There's definitely a few rings I could get. The belt is also not the best. It's okay. It has quite a bit of minion damage. It's okay. The shield, again, it helps with defense and whatnot, but I think I could do better. And the amulet, it's only just kind of there. So again, quite a few options to replace that one. Let's see, where was I going with this? Okay, I think I got the general idea. Let's scout ahead. So step 1, summon the mages, summon the skeletons, Summon the golems. Nice, I have the big zombies now, I forgot about that. Oh well. Currently I'm running a permanent abomination build. I'll have 3 of the mages, 1 of each type. So I can proc this thing here, that in the family. And then I'll have exactly 1, 2, and I'm not pressing it again. Because if I press the summon skeleton again, I will have too many skeletons and then the abomination starts losing HP. With this build, it just stays. It's a pretty chill and relaxing build. I mostly only have to take care of myself. However, unlike some of the Necromancer builds you might see out there, I don't really have a movement skill, so I have to be careful with my dodges and my positioning. I'm also quite a bit more tanky, I would argue. At least without having a ward-based build. The Golem and the Abomination have plenty of AoE along with the mages. That's not really an issue. In worst case scenario, I can just summon this guy. Does quite a bit of AoE. Okay, let's start this party. Oh, my voice resistance is not as much as I'd like. Does mean I should be careful. Okay, 90% charge, come on, 100% go. And there we have it. Monolith complete. I haven't found any special things here, so I want to explore a bit more. No chests, no mages, no nemesis, no lizards. Plenty of cool random little events that we can have going on here. Currently I've seen none, so I'm a bit hesitant to just leave. Well, something died here. Where are the cool stuff? Oh, Twilight Arbor key, I'll take that. Nothing here though. is a little bit peculiar. It's weird, nothing has appeared yet. Like, usually I'm flooded with events, especially the lizards. But they seem pretty absent. Nothing in this corner. Watch it be in the middle of here, and I just barely cannot see it. No. Well, we got a maximum amount of stability. Now, technically, it's not really worth it to go further, but I kind of don't like missing out on stuff when there's been literally nothing of interest. I feel like something should be somewhere. Not here. Is it in this tiny section? If there's absolutely nothing here, this will be my first monolith in a long time that was completely empty of random events. And I mean, like, positively, absolutely barren. No, there's nothing here. Huh. The more you know. Apparently that can still happen. That's at least some information that I'm bringing with me. Oh. We need another one of these, it seems. Wait. Cat priority. Exalted. Done. Let's see, what have we revealed? Oh, a lot of nothing, actually. I suppose I can go for the key. Speaking of the lizards. Get it? I love trapping the tiny little things into a corner. So satisfying when you do pull it off and they can get away. Okay, now apparently we're getting all of the lizards. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Okay, that one's done. We went from no events to all of the events. So it is there a shrine behind? Yes. Lost Wizard's Cache. I suppose that works. not in this corner. Oh, we have a nemesis. Sorry, a harbinger. Okay, what do you have? Well, I did tell you to improve these a while ago, didn't I? That is one good armor. Holy. If I needed armor and resistances, this would be the armor for that. Protic, elemental, freeze rate. Okay, this one got very well upgraded. Not stat-wise, but tire-wise. This one tire 6. No, not the worst. Okay then. I'm curious, how much armor do I get if I put this on? I don't think I'm gonna get more health. That's for certain. Oh, it has a wait, the sealed affix is also pretty high up there. This is an absolutely fantastic piece of armor. Like, I'm considering having this on me. Health goes a little bit down. Armor doesn't actually increase as much as I thought. It might be worth just keeping it and trying to smash it into a legendary for another class. This one is Shrine of Flames. Seal the Vile Gate. Well, this is a good time as any, I guess. Oh, another level. I'll be having the key and the loot. Wait, this is a legendary. Will it go into a unique one or not? Okay, so I do need a specific one for the uniques. I mean, I was kind of planning on doing it. I'm not sure if I wanted to do it right now. For now, I'll just put them manually here. Now we can get experience and then some gold. Sure, can we? Yes, we can do the stability. In the meantime, I'll just have a bit of a drink. As for the point, let's see. Minion cold damage might be an idea. This one might also be good. I'm at the point where I have all of the major ones, I have to decide what I want to max out. Actually, I might want to remove these and maybe put some points in here. Yes, flee. Fly, you fool.
What brings you here?
Safe travels.
Quite a few over there.
Yes.
Okay, one more. Oh, hello there, Hado. Finding out the right hat Harbinger of Stillness sword upgrade to +7, dual wielding with the Pieta +10. Ooh. It's nice backtracking to Tower of Penance, finished Baron and Winterberry quest. Okay, I'm gonna admit, I have to see about doing some of the quests in Lords of the Fallen myself, because I feel like I skipped on a lot of them. Trying to beat the boss at the very bottom of the Tower of Penance. I think I remember that boss, and it was not easy, so good luck with that one. I feel like that's the boss that I got the repeating crossbow off. And honestly, that crossbow carried me so hard that game. Like, ever since I started using it, that has been my weapon of choice in Lords of the Fallen.
Yes.
poor things. You're expected to come in here, defeat the town. You thought you had an army, only to realize that I'm the one with the army at my back. And unlike all of you cultists, I went for quality, not quantity. Ooh, body armor. Okay. That's a big one. That's a pretty important unique. Not for my class, but in general, for a mage. Specifically someone who becomes a rune master. Yeah, this has a lot of potential. It rolled pretty high on the bonus damage as well. Yeah, a bit middle of the way with War Decay Threshold. Mana spend gate as well rolled very high. Yeah, no, this is a fantastic piece of armor. Okay, before I go any further, yeah, I do have enough. Let's try and see if we can get a prophecy, shall we? After all, who doesn't want more loot? So what do we have here? Death of Immortal Eye. Over here we have Arena Tire 4. Nope. Too soon for that. Tire 4 also. Nope. Why are they all Tire 4s? Maybe he... Ooh. Oh. Weaver's Will, you say? Yeah, I think I remember I wanted to gather up for this one. Because Weaver, it says 8 Weaver's Will items. What this means, it will be 8 Weaver's Will items. Not that the Weaver's Will be set at 8. That quest follow every step. Interview wasn't teleported back to Skyrest, had to take the elevator. Battle called right and up and down several times to eventually appear. So achievement. And you got his armor set. Ooh. Nice. I think the one complaint that I could have about Lords of the Fallen overall, the quests seem a bit too hidden. In my humble opinion. Oh, come. Really? Really? I haven't seen this screen in so long since the launch of the game almost. Come on, don't do this to me now. At least I didn't lose loot. I was not in a mission or anything. Okay, nothing lost, everything's fine. Now, if I remember this section... Oh, I have to summon again. I was about to do something very stupid. Namely, what's currently happening on screen, aka me fighting without the abomination. Okay, everyone go back. The goddamn summoning pods. Sorry, the void wing nests. I'm not sure why I keep naming them pods. I know they're a nest. I know they spawn on void wings. I know that's basically a bird monster. I just keep calling them pods for some weird reason. Oh. Oh. Ah, the crustacean ring. Honestly, I'm not even mad whenever that one drops. I just like the effect way too much. It just brings a smile to my face. Actually, wait, I think it's the first time I have it. You know what? I'm gonna lose a lot of minion damage. I don't care. Give me crab. Actually, do I even need this other one? It kind of gives elemental resistances though. Oh, this one also gives minion armor. Never mind, it's a decent trade-off in that case. Sound crab. Let's go, I got the pink one. Oh my god, I think it's actually dealing damage. Is it still alive? I think it is. Yep, it's still going. Was the 2000 damage from the crab? Okay, ice crab go. So I remember what I said about maybe getting an item that's that might push my build into the next level of damage. Yeah, we are currently looking at it. Also, what prophecy did I fulfill? I guess it's one that's completed now. Either way, this might require... Wait, Bone Shatter. Isn't that the skill from the golems? Yeah, retaliate with Bone Shatter, okay. So, +1 maximum golem per 4 maximum skeletons. I cannot summon skeleton warriors, archers, or rogues. All golems have a 6% chance to hit, on hit, to grant 3% of their missing health as a ward. 1 second global cooldown. Yes, you had to do research with some of the quests because some of the areas you advance too far and can't finish or access them anymore, which stinks. Yeah, Dark Souls has something similar, but I feel like in Dark Souls the quests are a bit better told or shown. Like, they're far more intuitive. For example, I remember there was only a single quest which I needed help with in Dark Souls 2 to figure out. One. All of the other quests in all of the other Dark Souls I could figure out on my own, no guides. The same goes for Elden Ring. There was exactly one quest, and I think it was Patch's quest. Actually, no, it was Alexander's quest that I messed up. But except for that, all of the others I did. Like, I could figure it out. I could trace them. I could tell, oh, you want me to go here and do something. Lords of the Followers could use a bit more over there. A bit more work. A bit more nudge, nudge, wink, wink, head over this way sort of deal. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna save this one up. We slap it into an egg or something, so I can improve it further. That, and I still have 3 levels until I can use it. Ruins of Solarium. Finally getting to slay the Fire Nation. Except it's no longer the Fire Nation, it's more so the Void Nation. What's this? Oh, it's the crab. The crab just has a foot icon, okay. Okay, that dealt damage. Oh, we actually killed my skeletons, okay. I pressed the wrong buttons. Oof. Okay, I honestly deserve that one. I was so not paying attention to the actual boss. I was more so thinking about what to do with the armor and what build I would go. That's 100% on me. And I lost ability, of course. I think if they did a part 2 of Lords of the Fallen, Act 2 is already there. You see some change some areas, you would be down for that. Ooh, okay, interesting. Although I will say this it's a bit weird because the Lords of the Fallen that you know is technically this part 2, but they kind of scrapped the part 1 because they did a game by the exact same name with extremely similar lore, and that was supposed to be the part 1, but they kind of rewrote the story and everything and a lot of the systems. And don't get me wrong, the Lords of the Fallen that we have now, it's good, but there were definitely some good parts about the other one as well. Early 25, 26 release. Definitely gonna be keeping an eye out for that one. Because I feel like they've learned their lesson from the first Lords of the Fallen. I'm curious what they will make afterwards. Also, I'm picking up some of the rare items in preparation for the Runes of Ascendance. Finally, how many do I have? Just one for now. Okay, I do wish more devs would learn from their past games. Oh. Ooh, we have an opportunity there as well. Okay. Now that that's done. Lament of the Lost Refuge. Volcanic Orb converted to Void. Corporate chance to gain Corrupted Heraldry when you cast a Volcanic Orb. Well, this is a mage spear. It's a spear, interesting. Increase movement speed and mana regen per stack. Increase void spell damage. All stacks of corrupted are lost when I use a movement skill. 30% of remaining volcanic cover when I use a melee attack and hit at least one enemy. I am a little bit confused on this one. A mix of melee and volcanic orb? Void volcanic orb, no less. And for the mage, okay. You know what? Color me interested. Yuko Arishikumo, hello there. Welcome. Oh yeah, the nemesis is no issue. Not yet, at least. There was also this shrine here. Just Yuko? Okay then. I shall commit that to memory. Okay, quite a few items now. Thank you for redeeming that. It is a sound provided by my good friend Zilius. I have a few redeems that are from various friends of mine. I highly recommend you check out their channels as well, if you like the vibes they have. Evil laugh. Zilius has had his moments. It's not the haha I'm gonna dominate the world type of laugh, it's the haha I'm gonna mess with stuff type of laugh. You know Bell, but not the Zilius guy. He was one of the first people that I met on my journey several years ago. And a very good friend of mine. Even if he's kind of in a bit of a semi-break, he also runs the tiny VTuber. No, just Zilius. Zilius VT. Even though he is on a bit of a break from VTubing itself, he does every now and then join me in a stream or two, and he also runs the Tiny VTuber Clips channel, where I have been featured a few times myself. So yeah, he's a very creative person. So I would highly recommend you check out his stuff if you get the opportunity. There we go. I'll just throw this here as well while at it. Oh, I see an item here. But first, a rematch. Because I'm not taking this lying down. Crazy thing, you did find the Tiny VTuber Clips blue sky earlier today. Nice. Honestly, it's a interesting feeling when you realize that the world is so big, and yet sometimes you cross paths with so many people. It's a interesting feeling. Okay, no messing up this time. Okay, I just barely survived that. That's fine. Have some golems while at it. Okay, mages, come out. Okay. Okay, a bit of potion use, a bit of focus, but we did it. Going to be Judge Cleric and get his boss Radiant Sword upgrade to +10. Dual wielding with Pita, sword gonna be amazing. That does sound amazing. What do we have here? Plus health. Not the worst. Health gain on block. Spell damage it says health. Normally I would go with this one. However, right now with my build I am using a shield. with a block chance of almost 50%. So I feel like versus a lot of enemies, like if I get swarmed, the middle one is better. What do you mean international or local reference? I'm not sure what you mean by that one. Unless I missed some of the chat. Hold on, did I miss it? No, still seems to be all there. There we go. And we get the gloves atrophy, which are pretty decent for a Void Knight build, if I remember right. For the strength of the mountain thingy, do I do some joke related to it that the average viewer from absolutely anywhere can comprehend? Or it only makes sense to a certain territory? I think it would depend. It depends if they have knowledge of the thing you are making the joke of, even if they are from whatever place you are thinking of. $5 as you get both. Possibly. I have been known to be very dense at times though, so you might be losing your bucks. I'm not sure I would advise betting that, but it's up to you. There's a fair chance I would get it though. On the simple account that I do know quite a few things in general. It's a matter of will it cross my mind at the time or not, rather, than if I know it or not. Soulfire Passion. Message failed to send, okay. Yeah, I did feel like something was a bit off there. You leave it at that. Fair enough. I guess the gods of streaming have decided today is not the day. Ooh, another Harbinger. Let me pick it up. Thank you. Increase damage over time. You know what? I'm gonna have to check, but I'm like 90% certain Volcanic Orb does have some damage over time. Tag on it. I'm 90% certain. I might be wrong. But if so, nice. Okay, let's empower this. You can try not to do something somewhat weird and they get consumed by hindsight challenge. Impossible. Completed. Found the 3 tablet to give blacksmith. Had to. Oh, lizard. I heard the lizard just as I was reading chat. Hold on. I need to deal with this slippery fella. Okay, now I can read the chat. Had to make a choice. Give it to Girlindo or give it to Sparky from Vestige. Another piece is the sky. Or to buy stuff from her. Oh well. Now you can upgrade your weapons in any vestige. I remember that being a choice, and I looked it up as well. I went with the other one, and it pretty much gives you an item that allows you to ignore item requirements. And weight, if I remember right. Which, not gonna lie, I think I like that a lot. So I did take it. And it proved very useful. Because I was able to use my big shield for most of the game because of it. Even though I had nowhere near the stats for it. And we have a trapped wizard here. Will he drop the Man of Age? Probably not. Because my luck with that sword is abysmal. Almost non-existent. Anyways, good night, boss. Thank you for dropping here, Yuko. And have a pleasant night. A good sleep, as some might say. Okay, room prison. Please drop the Merophage. By my authority as the narrator of realities, I demand your sword, sir. So that I may gamble its stats and have access to easy content. Of course it doesn't bloody drop it. I tried to make it work. Ah. Oh, there is a shrine over there. Go back for the 69 gold. Also, I think right now... Yeah, we have enough favor for the Weaver's Will items. Okay, where are all of you coming from? Cast Stormbolt at enemies. Not the best, not the worst. Ooh, a ring. I'm never seeing that red ring, am I? Once you beat the boss at Tower Penitence, you gotta go back to Upper Carla and find more loot on the hunt. For more saintly quintessence. You have 10 out of 20 so far. I'm not sure how many I ended up getting on my run. I think I had quite a few to get nevertheless. Oh yeah, first, let's go and visit the observatory. Grab the Weaver's Will items. Maybe I'll be lucky and they'll actually give some minion master stats. Here it is, 8 Weaver's Will items. That of Abomination. Wait. Does it? I think I'm gonna pile up for that one next. That's it. Next up is a unique item. Upgrading that will help a lot. Yes. Upgrading the Estus Flask equivalent of any Souls game. Major assistance. Hey Senko, hello there. You're just in time to see me slowly climbing my way towards a very cool item that I found. I'll show it after this monolith. But I got a very rare item, and it has a very cool effect that I'm very happy with once I'll be able to use it in a few levels. Also, I'll show you the magic trick that I mentioned in the post. Because my god, more games need to have it. I don't think I can go back to not having the stash sorting done as this game does it. It's so good. I would argue Guild Wars 2 has something similar with some of the bags. And actually I should have spoken about that. Guild Wars 2 has something similar with the inventory bags. But it doesn't have something similar with the bank bags as far as I know. I'm gonna have to look up on that. A summon crab. Come on, minions, stop distracting me. We are supposed to go to the objective. Okay, there's too many of the fat ones here. Too many snakes that think they are people, so they sit on the end of their tail, and too many fat people that are way too happy for my taste. And by way too happy for my taste, I mean they're laughing way too much for trying to bomb me. I should be specific about it. Okay, going back. No one aggro more than needed. Okay, I'm top on poison and fire resist. I should be fine for this, even if I get hit a bit. Void and physical are the damage types that I should be careful of. Okay, Echo Kong. Yes! Oh, this is great. Finally, I got the goddamn shield that I wanted for my set. That alone is a win. Just from this stream, my build has gotten infinitely better. Okay. So. I'm gonna lose a little bit of elemental resistance. But our minions will get so much stronger. It even rolled on the higher end of stuff. So without this... Okay, 32% block chance. It's not that bad. Most of my resistances are fine. I just lose a little bit in the lightning department. It's not even that much. I can probably make up for it with an amulet or a better ring or something. Or a better rolls on one of the other will items. And also, the scepter. 36, 31. Yeah, the one I have is already better. Because I don't really care that much for curse damage. So for now, this one I think I can safely sell it. This one, let's compare. I think the new one's just slightly better. I'll put the shield there. These two I can sell. So, Senko, about that armor that I mentioned. This one, what it essentially does is stops my ability from ever summoning the normal skeletons. However, in exchange, for every 4 skeletons that I would normally be able to summon, I summon an extra bone golem. It also makes it so, on hit, the golems give me part of their missing HP as ward, so as temporary health. It makes the minions tankier, it makes me tankier, and it also gives me +1 to all minion skills. The only problem I have with this, I need 2.25 more levels to use it. But that's absolutely fantastic. Also, a neat little trick that I want to show you. You see how this page is full? Where did they go? Here. I figured out that priority is essentially allowing you to auto filter and deposit items into your storage. So let's say after a run I had a few items from here. I'll just have this be set. Let's say I'd have these items. And why not? Let's take a few of these. Now, I can just open, say it, I have things here and I want to deposit them. Boom, not a care in the world. I don't have to ever check for stuff. It is sorted to perfection. I can do the same with the idols, and I have. Look, only idols go in these. In the tier 7, well, 6+7, only exalted items, the purple goes. Uniques, I'll have them all here. I cannot tell you how easy this has made things for me. I cannot physically put it into words how easy that has made everything for me in this game. As someone who likes loot and likes to gather loot. Now then, on the subject, Death of Abomination, Fall of the Outcasts. Now, if I remember correctly, the Abomination, I think, was the final boss of the Outcast timeline. You may have just been struck by the best way to win an argument without actually engaging it. Please do share. Such knowledge should be shared. Also, Senko, did you finish up with work or are you still at work but it's a bit more chill right now? Because I know you mentioned you'll probably miss the start, but you'll join later. I'm getting a lot of Twilight Arbor keys. I should start actually using them at some point. Because I'm some long ass piece of poetry in whatever language the user has knowledge of, and they argue meh, and the opponent doesn't. I mean, that only works if they don't want to engage with it, because at worst they'll pull out Google Translate on you. Like, if they are masters of Google Fu, you are kinda doomed. Also, I would have to assume that that only works if you are certain that they don't have knowledge of it. Because if they do and you mess up, big ass word soup textual, you'd be surprised how many people actually take the time to read them and then ignore them anyways. Never gonna be descending downwards with this one. I see. Oh, I thought the mage was dead. You're still alive? Not for long though. Oh, thank you. Don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us. There we go. I understand why they did the bottle cap thing. If you know, you know. But I also hate it at the same time. Like, these new bottle caps are so annoying. And I say new, they've been around for a while now. They're new to my heart and brain. I'm an immortal, I don't adapt to things quite that fast. That's a lie, I adapt pretty fast, but that's beside the point that I'm trying to make. Oh, Brazil's prize. Shield of life. Increase the area spear. I definitely was not busy reading chat. You're imagining things. I walked into that wall because I wanted to see the view. There we go. That's one part done. Next up we have the streets. Honestly, the streets have been pretty kind to me in general. Like, I've seen quite a few events. A nemesis or two. And in general, it's not that long of a monolith quest. Speaking of uniques, hello there. Okay, it's not from the prophecy. So it just happened to drop. You know what, I will gladly take it. Mine's not all that good anyways. Tire 4. Just a little bit better in terms of Weaver's Will. Not even that much. There's quite a bit of opportunity for the boots to be better if they get upgraded. Increase armor. I would argue that's already better. Like, critical strike avoided, yes, it's important. But I would rather get 100%, not a little bit. Either I'm not gonna be hit, or when I do get hit, I don't want him to be crit by any hits, like at all. And there is a specific unique item that does exactly that. Several actually, now that I think about it. That will prevent critical hits. What kind of music do I like? That's a complicated one, because I would argue there's not one particular genre that I like more than others. But I do have a bit of a preference for orchestral music, as well as this goes out a bit weird. Music with lyrics that tell a story. And the best example that I can give is music from Melee. The people who have done the music for Goblin Slayer. That's how most people know them. I know them from the Type Moon games. Limbus Company, Library of Ruina, and especially since they've done so many songs for that game. Actually, no, I did say it already. Limbus Company. Lobotomy Corporation was the first one I was thinking. That's not the one I said. And now that I think about it, I'm not even sure Melee did songs for that one. Maybe the last 1 or 2 songs. But I did a lot more songs for the other games. For Library of Ruina and Limbus Company. 2 games that I also do enjoy quite a bit. Okay, things are getting a little bit messy here from all the effects. But yeah, those are the types of music that I really appreciate. And if we are to talk about a singular instrument that I like, that would be the harp. Like, not even a question. Harp, followed closely by the piano. Alrighty then. 2 levels in increased armor percentage. Not bad. And now for the altar of flesh. I'll just dump a few things here first before we continue. Yeah, still plenty of room. Okay, come on everyone. Hit that one. Okay, follow me, follow me. Move it, move it, move it. Okay, now you can fight. You have my permission to go ham. Okay, half health. Ians are much more resistant than last time I did the abomination, probably because of the shield. Okay, now current we have increased experience. Unique drop rate. Idle drop rate, glyph drop rate. I think I'll keep it experience for now. $20 Weaver's Will. Not gonna lie, I'm very tempted by this, but I think I'll just give it to a different character. And speaking of the item that reduces critical strike for the enemies by 100%, there it is, the woven flesh. It's very easy to get because it's from the first monolith. So we'll probably end up having a few copies at some point. Yeah, overall some pretty good items. Let's see. What are our choices around here? Runes is always nice. Piles of gold. Just barely not enough to get the thingamajig. Okay, you know what? We'll go for some piles of gold. Gold is always nice. You can use it for Twilight Arbor. You can use it for additional stash tabs. Never have enough of it. Also, time to gather up our little spear. Oh, it's on the other end. I thought it was like, oh, it's right at the start. No. I have to work a little bit more for it. Okay, let's not get distracted. Oh, dodge rating. Oh, you know what? I'm fine with dodge rating. Not the worst. Okay, a lot of damage over time increase. That's a lot of reload damage. Oh, most speed increase is a tier 6. Am I right? Yes, tier 6. And it's max, okay. Reduce bonus damage taken from critical hits. That's basically all of it. Wait, how many? Oh my god, tier 6 once, twice, and the tier 5 is a sealed affix. I would like to report an item that seems absolutely broken. And by that I mean, I love it and I don't want to take it away. Okay, if I die, I'm gonna be so mad. Because there's actually a lot of good items on this guy. Okay, he barely did any damage. Thought it was over. Phase 2 bug boss now. Haha, yeah, that always gets people. It got me as well when I first saw it. Because I'm pretty sure I know exactly the one you were talking about. Oh, wait, I have to go down. Also, summon crab. There we go. Snip, snip. For the erase, more armor, more dodge chance. Like isn't my best resistance right now, but it should be fine if I don't pay too much attention. This is for a Cinder song. Oh yeah, that's a very good one. Because spreading flames is kind of busted, especially early on. Although I do believe for spreading flames there is a unique that's better for early game. Cinder song's a bit more in the mid levels, I would say. I'm definitely saving that one for someone else. In the other shield I had like what? 4, 5, 3, 1. Oh, that comes up to 13. This one has 20 viewers, so 7 more ranks to be added to stuff. Has quite a bit of potential to have very good stuff. Like, either we will have all tier 6s, or it's guaranteed to have at least 1 or 2 tier 7s on it. where to go next? Nice. We should be going to grab the other Weaver's Will items. Because I feel like the others had a pretty easy to achieve condition. I think it was Majasa, if I remember right. Yeah, just have to kill Majasa like 8 times. More Weaver's Will items. What is this, Christmas? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but in this game, the Weaver's Will items, the items that just get random stuff as you wear and use them, I feel like they're the most fun of the unique items. Like, universally fun. Like, you just grab one, and it will either be useless, decent, or the best thing you will ever see the rest of the game. And yes, some people might say it's gambling. And I'll say it's the best type of gambling. The one that doesn't have a cost, it just has results. Not to mention that the base item itself, like, ignore the red part in this item and the Weaver's Will. It's still a halfway decent item. All of them are. Add in all of the other stuff and then it becomes a truly legendary item. So Majasa is right over here. And we're just gonna steamroll her. Because poor Majasa is kind of weak in this day and age. Like, at this point she's not gonna do much. Also, I forgot. I actually have points to spend because of the set now. So... which way should I go? As for you, what would work out here? Wait, this one won't work with this, will it? It only mentions indirect cast, so... let me try it. Okay, it just makes one. Okay, that's a wasted point. Gotta respect it. Removing this one. I can make them vomit. Or I can make them into fire. Oh, I think I'll make them vomit. They are zombies after all. zombies vomiting is a bit of a trend from what I've seen in games. So why not make a literal zombie apocalypse? Conjures a phoenix to immolate my enemies. Ah yes, this. I like this. It's silly, it's dumb, it's not that effective. It got me killed multiple times, but I do like it. It's silly enough that I can ignore the downsides of it. Wait. Can we drop beer? Oh, I think there's an item that modifies your potions into beer. As silly as that sounds. I beat him, now back to Skyrest and upgrade some things. Now on the hunt for the Duvian chisels to expand your Umbral Eye socket from 2 to 3. I don't think I ever found that one. So good luck, I cannot help. I think that's the one that I never did find. And I'm fairly certain I only had the 3 sockets during my run. 2 sockets during my run. Not 3. So far so good. Now that I think about it, is there any reason why I can't just run past her? I'll try next time. Like, I know over here I have to wait and beat them until it swaps over to the void. But before that, can I just run past all the enemies? Like, my minions will probably take some of the aggro. I should be doing okay in general. And I'm fairly tanky for this part of the story. Quite a bit of damage reduction. Tier 4, 2 more to go. Honestly, if I can get to Tier 6, I will be happy with that one. Also, one thing that I remember mentioning at some point, this is a bit of a diversion from what I was talking previously with the items and whatnot. Let's talk art style for a little bit. And Hado, I think you can agree, the void is an interesting concept in fiction and games. Like, you have the Umbral Void in Lords of the Fallen, for example, and then you have the void over here in the last Epoch. And hell, even in League of Legends there is the void. And something that I've noticed, for some unknown reason, all of the fictional authors have just decided, yes, the void is blackish star with purple and distorted. And I couldn't be happier with this aesthetic. Like, out of all the things in fantasy, the void is, I would argue, is one of those things that doesn't really have a real life equivalent. Like, you can see fire and water and so on in normal nature. It's not as fantasy-like as games make it out to be. The Void is something completely different though. And yes, I know it has some inspirations from various other things, such as mold and whatnot, but it's interesting to me that all the authors have gravitated towards the same aesthetic for the same thing. To the point that even the players have some level of expectation of what Void should be like. Like, you have the particles flowing around like, kind of like fishes, which is something that League of Legends showed as well. It's an interesting artistic choice.
What do you think you're doing, my pitiful vessel?
I do wish we had a skip button for this one though.
I refuse to be your sacrifice.
Disgraceful. Rage is unbecoming of you, child.
This is not rage. For millennia, the vessel maidens have died so you could live. Now feel the unending abyss of their despair.
What are you doing?
Why don't you show our guest the torment that now fills you?
What's happening? Get out of my mind.
Honestly, I kind of feel bad for Majasa, because despite the fact that she kind of stole the bodies from the Vessel Maidens to live longer, she is a god. Let's not get that twisted. In this world, she is an actual god, and outside of that, her people seem to be thriving in a very hostile area, so I think she's probably doing the best job out of all of them. Lagoon just messes everything up whenever he throws a tantrum. Riot starts wars for no goddamn good reason as far as we know. And, what's the name of the fourth one? What was the name? The ice deer guy. Hirot, that's the one. Hirot, like, he tries, but he's not really doing all that much.
This is your doom.
Like, he trained his champion and that was about it.
Foul insect. Be gone.
Abiding Defenders, yeah. That one was a tricky one. I can understand why you don't like them. I'm just happy it wasn't all of them. Because there were a lot more statues than just the ones you actually end up fighting.
Foul insect. No, get out of my mind. Get out.
I just noticed I made an oopsie. And my abomination is going down.
Impossible. More hunger. Hunger. More. Impossible.
Come on, you get one more HP bar.
It eludes.
There we go, we get another pair of boots. 16 Weaver's Will. Surprised we didn't get an upgrade for the fight just now. Hmm. I'm saying this one was just a 9. I think I might replace these after they're fully done. See what happens. Okay. Not gonna lie, feels good to be back to streaming. But at the same time, I think I feel a little bit of a tinge in my throat. So maybe I haven't recovered just as much as I originally thought. In the interest of me streaming the rest of the week, I think I'll be calling it here. Maybe raid someone while I'm at it. And I'll probably have a schedule up in an hour or two once I figure out a few things. That's it. Let's see who we can raid today. Let's see. Ooh. I see Sagi is playing Genshin. Rika is playing Left 4 Dead. Quite a few of my friends are doing stuff here. I honestly... Okay, hold on. Wait, is this real?
That's a fair point. What is the story so far? I have no idea. There was a person who...
Okay, chat. I'm gonna stop everything. So, you know Warframe. You know that I like Warframe. And if not, you've just found out. Congratulations, you are more knowledgeable. So, the developers of Warframe, which is a game that I very much love, are making Soulframe, which is the medieval fantasy version of it. Well, not so much medieval, but the more fantasy and less technology version of it. I found a VTuber that I haven't interacted with in a while. But they are playing it, so they actually got into the closed early access that the devs have been doing. I wonder, would you like to see a little bit of a sneak peek to that game? Because I would definitely like to be in that chat for a little bit and see what's going on. What do you all say? Because to me that sounds like a pretty decent idea. So, we will be raiding Tori Honey. I'll have her link in the chat for anyone who is on the YouTube side of things. So if you feel like hopping in over on Twitch, the link will be there. And if you are from the future watching the VOD, the link will probably be in the chat, and if not, it will at the very least be on screen, hopefully. Now then, let me just start up the raid. How did this work again? I just realized the symbol for raid is a parachute. Why is it a parachute, of all things? There we go. So, once again, thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoy our time. That you've enjoyed our time together and will enjoy it next we shall meet, whenever that shall be. Say hi to Tori from me and have a wonderful day. Good night, everyone. And hopefully I shall see you all sooner rather than later. Oh, and I should probably actually start the raid before I do dumb stuff. I keep forgetting that Twitch has a start the raid and then start the raid now. It needs to prepare everyone. It needs to pack your bags. Send you the home address of the chat. Maybe give you a lunchbox or something. I don't know how Twitch raids work. Okay. Now we shall start the raid and then end the stream. Once again, see you all later. Good night all. And see you all later, YouTube.